Morbius just dropped a new trailer and it's loaded with Spider-Man Easter eggs, and actually, honestly, it just looks like a really good movie. BD here with your trailer breakdown for Sony's Morbius film, a Marvel film set in, well, we're not really sure which universe yet, but more on that in the breakdown. Plus my full reaction to it at the end of this video. The trailer starts with Morbius trying to cure his rare blood disease. In the comics, Dr. Michael Morbius uses vampire bat DNA and electroshock therapy to try to cure himself, and it seems like we're going to get versions of those in this movie. With the same outcome though. He becomes a vampire. I do get vibes that this movie could echo like early Hulk movies, which I really enjoyed, where the monster half of a being sometimes takes over and it makes for dangerous situations for the humans and characters Morbius might know and love and trust. Morbius could possibly lose control of himself and drink the blood of people who know and trust him, or at least come close to it. That's an exciting prospect for me about this one. Now let's get to the Easter eggs. It's a part of the MCU, that's why you're here. Most of the Easter eggs are on a single newspaper cover. First of all, this Daily Bugle logo is the same Daily Bugle logo we just saw in Venom Let There Be Carnage, and originally in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy.
We wanted to take little teasy things.
That same newspaper shows us with its top right story that Black Cat exists in this universe, offering us a nod to the coming of cat burglar Felicia Hardy, a character who has been an ally to the Avengers on occasion in comics, a Spider-Man love interest, and once had a movie planned from Sony where she was going to team up with Silver Sable, but who knows if that's happening anymore. In the top center, we have Rhino on the loose making headlines, a nod to the famous Spider-Man villain who appeared in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 very briefly, but he was in a massive mech suit instead of being more of a human Rhino mashup from comics, so this doesn't seem to be a nod to Paul Giamatti's version of the character we previously saw in live action, because this headline says it's the zoo hoax and people fell for it, so more of an animal probably than the machine that we saw, because that couldn't be mistaken for an escaped zoo animal. Last thing from this newspaper, the big main headline says Dr. Michael Morbius is apprehended for vampire murder. Big possibility. He kills his girlfriend and assistant, Dr. Martine Bancroft, who is very concerned in this trailer and probably in danger, but she might have just been bitten and turned into a vampire, who knows. Either way, he's going to jail, and he seems to break out with the help of or alongside Michael Keaton's Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming. There is an Oscorp logo in the trailer, which is very exciting for Spider-Man lore, and it's written in a font that's consistent with what we saw in the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. Plus, there is a Spider-Man on the wall wearing the suit from Sam Raimi's movies that starred Tobey Maguire, but it's spray painted to say murderer, which leads us to believe Mysterio framed Peter Parker in this world too, so it's MCU, it's Raimi, it's all the above. There's also a Horizon Labs building which ties to Spider-Man again with this Max Modell business from comics, having developed several Spidey suits. Finally, you thought we were done. More universe references, this time to Venom. A cop tells Tyrese we haven't had anything good since that thing in San Francisco, which is presumably a Carnage callback. And at the end, Morbius says, "I am Venom," in a way that mocks Eddie Brock and his symbiote. Overall, this is a great trailer though, and the movie looks very good based on this trailer alone. The horror vibes seem like they could be a lot of fun. There's a lot of Marvel happening here, hopefully not too much. And the look of Morbius looks as good as I think it possibly could have. It's a smart and brave play to commit to that vampire appearance for Jared Leto's character, and also, I love that they're seemingly going the Hollow Bones route from comics and giving him the ability to fly, at least kind of, with the winds in the subway sequence. Great trailer. I admit I am a bit frustrated by the lack of transparency on what universe or canon this is set in. It has references to possibly every Spider-Man movie or movie related to possible Spider-Man characters, but also seems to be setting itself in the main MCU and not. I'm not sure. Maybe more of this will become clear after we see Spider-Man No Way Home in December, and the universe it's set in won't determine whether or not Morbius is a good movie, but I'd really like to know what canon it's set in. Maybe it's just part of the surprise. Maybe that's part of the story, and if that's revealed in a really cool way, I will eat that right up. So I can't wait to see Morbius in January, to tell the truth. What did you think of the Morbius trailer? Did you catch any big Easter eggs that we missed in this video? Drop them in the comments section, and share which Spider-Man universe you'd like to see this movie be set in, or none of them, to let us know you watched this video to the end. To talk more, hit me up on Instagram at BrandonDavisBD, and subscribe to the Comicbook.com YouTube channel, and join me on the Phase Zero podcast for new episodes every Wednesday discussing all things Marvel. It's a ton of fun, I promise. I'm BD, I'll see you there.